with another video, and this time we're live again. Whew, it's been a week. So, I told you in the last video I had some cool things I'd like to show you. This is it. Maher and Grosh. Is it Grosh? Maher? Maher? Maher and Grosh. That's what I'm going to call it. Someone will correct me, they always do. So, what's up with this knife? So, this thing's pretty cool. We have, it's basically a GEC that's been rebranded. It's a Great Eastern cutlery knife that's been rebranded. So a few months ago, last year, at the end of last year, they had the sausage knives. The what do they call them things? The beer and sausage knife, right? So the beer and sausage knife came out. I believe it's on a 35 pattern knife. So they came out with these as well. So let's get to it. I'm going to put the gloves on, even though they're dirty, but this will keep fingerprints down and video quality up. So here we go. So first off, you get a really cool box. It's a fairly large box indeed. Have a number here, Maher and Grosh, number 120 SB. It's kind of it. Made in the USA. Very cool. You got a picture here, Razor Steel Cutlery. This was like a company that was based, I don't know if it was or still is, but it was like, it's an Ohio company based, I think, near somewhere up north, northern Ohio. So let's open the box. Ta-da! So here's like an original advertisement to what would be the knife I'm going to show you. But this is kind of a original advertisement. Very cool, very thick cardboard, really neat. You know, stuff like this for collectability is always fun to have. Now look, it's $1 postpaid, number 120, 1924 catalog, number 47. Here's a website if anybody wants to go here. Now they did have boys' knives for like a while. They were the ones with the bail and the chain. Is that what they call that? It's a chain that goes on like the button of your shirt. But they got rid of those. People got wise to them and they started selling out. But here, the Trapper, brass lined, cut, is exact size. We have a large trade with hunters and trappers in the Northwest, and this knife is made from suggestions they have given us. Takes a keen edge quickly. The Trapper, right? They call this the Trapper. Really cool. So this, like I said, is based off of the GEC 35 pattern, which Knife Ship Free got. They also made a SFO of this. Would it be an SFO? No, not really. I guess it was like, I don't know. You'll see. But they did the Indian River Jack, which, in my opinion, this year they completely ruined the Indian River Jack. Shouldn't even have called it that. I'll put this in the background for. Got a very cool pocket slip here. Is velvet. Nothing on the back, but I mean, you get a lot. These things are more expensive than your regular GEC in the tubes. You know, you get this, that, the box, collector's box. It's heavily wrapped in this other style of wax paper that's not GEC like. So here it is. Now this thing, in my opinion, is absolutely beautiful. This is bone handles, and it is the Appaloosa bone. I'm pretty sure it's Appaloosa bone. So you got your fluted bolsters here on the end. Kind of needs a little bit cleaned up. Good thing about these gloves is you kind of clean up the knife as you handle it, which is why they get kind of messy. But as you can see in this original advertisement picture, you know, pretty cool, very close knife to the original. So this is the 35 pattern. This is what they used, those beer and sausage knives. They also used it on the Indian River Jack. The only thing is, I don't really think the Indian River Jacks by Knife Ship Free was good this year because originally they were stainless knives, and I love stainless steel. They used ATS 34 or CPM 154, and they were carbon steel, which to me is like, well, I don't know, I didn't like it. So, and also the bone colors, I didn't care for them either. There are a lot of yellows and greens, so I totally skipped out on that. No big deal, no loss to me. But I missed out on this drop, and I went onto a forum on Facebook, and the Facebook forum is called Great Eastern Cutlery Collectors, I believe. I'll put a link in there. I would look it up on my phone, but that's what I use to record this. So there was like they do like a weekly sell, buy, sell, and trade type thing, and just for the hell of it, I had a was it a Viper? Not a Viper. It was a Mustang. I happened to got one from I think it was Night Shift Free, and I was like, whatever. I don't really care for it. So I was like, everybody was going crazy for them. So I was like, maybe I could trade one of these, my Mustang for one of these, and I did, and I was very happy. The guy was also very happy to get one as well. So now this is a used knife. Used being that it's not new to me. It's never been used, but you can see when you, what's up, Jersey Knife Guy? I see you there. I see your comments, man. What's up? So like, it's not used, but I noticed there was a flaw on the blade, and that is here. The G is kind of rubbed off, probably from the factory that way. No big deal to me, but it's very cool knife. They call this one the Trapper. You can see razor steel, $1.50. The Trapper, very cool. Now imagine if this thing really was $1.50. Man, that'd be a deal of the century, wouldn't it? But I'm sure $1.50 in 1927, I think it said, probably adjusted to inflation. Yeah, 1924. Adjusted to inflation, I'm sure it probably still wouldn't equal out to be $145 is what I think these things were originally selling for. So, but you got to remember back then labor was cheap and technology was expensive, and today labor is expensive and technology is cheap. So, that would kind of explain why things like this that are handmade, handcrafted, cost a lot more money because people aren't working for, you know, 80 cents a week or whatever they used to make, $5 a week or something like that. It wasn't until Henry Ford did the $5 day or something, and that was in the 1920s, I believe, when that happened. And that was a oddity. But yeah, you got your nice little secondary blade here. OVC, Ohio. I'm not sure, but I think it's like Ohio Valley Cutlery or something like that. Not really positive. Don't quote me on it, but very cool. Lovely knife. The Appaloosa is very beautiful. Now, if they made a Indian River Jack, single blade with this bone, right? And they use stainless steel like ATS 34 or CPM 154, that would be my favorite knife in the whole world. I would have to buy three of them, one to collect, one to use on like special days, and then one to abuse. Like, it would be wonderful. But I only have one of these, so you could always blade the elite these things. You could buy one and delete. You could delete it. You could delete the blade and turn it into a. You could turn it into a Indian River Jack almost, basically. But yeah, very cool knife. Now, one of the things is you see how this covers the secondary blade, kind of covers up the main blade. I actually kind of thought that'd be an issue, but even with gloves on, I have no problem getting my nail behind that and opening up the blade. So, not an issue at all. I don't know how these fare when it comes to collectability as opposed to GECs. Like lately, GECs are just insane. I notice dealers are raising the prices now, and expect that, because for a while now, dealers have been paying like 60, no, they pay like $75, and they're supposed to turn the knife around at like a $15 to $20 profit, right? Now, a lot of people have been buying these knives and using them as like trade fodder or flipping them, and that's going to end because why on earth would a dealer take this knife and just let somebody else walk off with it and make all that money? Plus, it's also not fair to a lot of people who are, buying the knives and wanting to buy them for collectible reasons, and then, so expect GECs to raise up in value. Guarantee you they're going to go up at least $30 a piece. I guarantee it. But this one was always expensive. I missed the drop because I didn't really know it when or why. But they have one of these in like a Catalina bone or something. It's very pretty, and What is this? Hey, Marshallist, good seeing you. Oh, that's Jersey Knife Guy again. By the way, Jersey Knife Guy's got a great channel. Um, awesome channel. Fun guy. I remember when he first started. Cool dude. Check out his channel, Jersey Knife Guy. He's from Jersey. He talks like he's from Jersey. No, he's a cool dude. So, but yeah, got the Tang stamp here. There I see him, the marshallist. He says, "Hey, Petey," and there's the T Man. T Man, I was gonna shout. I was gonna do a shout out for you, T Man, but you don't deserve a shout out, T Man. You're awful. You're nothing but a troll on this channel. Yeah, I said it. I called you out, T Man. I'm just kidding. T Man's cool people. But yeah, you got your tank stamp, different than a GEC, obviously. But man, it's really cool. This like firm pretty much makes, GEC SFOs and they brand them themselves. It's really cool. Just like Knife Ship Free does with the Northwoods line. Same thing. Same exact thing. Hell of a knife. Really is. Now look at the fit and finish. You got no gaps on this one. And like I said, I got this one from what's a place like it's an internet forum for Great Eastern Cutlery Club. I think it is. It's a Facebook group. You can join it. But also remember, I got a group too. It's a slip joint buy, sell, and trade. I think is what it's called. It used to be called Slip Joint Guys, but like kind of sounded stupid, kind of conceited. So I dropped the guys part, just made slip joint buy, sell, and trade. I'll put a link in the description eventually. Got half stops, plenty of snap. It's a high quality blade. You wouldn't expect anything less from GEC, would you? Flush open, very flush open. Seamless, in fact. Nice and seamless there too. Secondary blade as well. Perfectly flat, flush. It's a high quality knife. Did they call this the hot dog shield? I don't think so. Kind of looks like a hot dog on a bun. Might be called a cloud shield. No, it's not the cloud shield. It might be the hot dog shield. So, but this one's a good one, guys. Real good. We're going on 12 minutes. Man, when you start talking about knives, you can just go on forever. Look at the centering of this. Just perfect centering. Look at that. So these Maher and Grosh, these things are great. And I noticed they don't go as fast. So for you new collectors out there trying to get a hold of a GEC knife, these are a little expensive, more investment up front, but you might be able to grab one of these. These things don't go as fast. I've noticed that. So keep an eye, like their website, check it out right there. Made by GEC. Now, I've heard rumors that GEC is not going to be making special factory orders for people, but I don't know if that's just a temporary thing or what. But as I went on this website before I started the video just to see if they had any inventory of anything, and they did not. But keep in mind, put in your favorites and save it, because eventually they will have inventory. And usually the pattern that they, is popular with GEC, they'll make it and make it their own. Like this one's the Trapper. Yeah, see, somebody said, the marshallist says, no more SFOs from GEC. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's a temporary thing. I'm hoping it's a temporary thing. We just had those Barlows drop, right? So the Barlows dropped. Now, that was a Charlie, Campagna is his name? That's always a Charlie SFO. But is it? Like, I'm not sure. And then, they said the no SFOs, but they also made these, after they've made the Indian River Jacks. So I'm not really sure. All I do know is I'm going to oil it with some of my favorite gun cleaner, G96. Put a little bit on the Q-tip here. But, yeah. I hope it is a temporary thing and they'll end. That'd be kind of nice. I'm hoping they'll just like I'm hoping it's just a, what do you call that, a COVID situation, and that they'll be back to making knives as usual. Now I'll just put a little bit of oil on this because I'm not going to carry it. I just want this thing to last, be good for years to come. So I use this gun oil, which smells really good, by the way. G96 is one of the things I recommend. Now, I wouldn't put on anything you're going to use to actually cut food. I wouldn't do that. It's poisonous. So, now a good alternative, if you actually do want to use something that's food grade, is ballistol, but it smells like old dirty feet. So, if you want to put that in your knife, knock yourself out, dude. I ain't doing it. But it is good stuff. Like honestly, I would use it. So yeah, sweet oil application device. T-Man the troll. That's what T stands for in T-Man, by the way. It stands for troll man. He's a troll, but he's a good troll. But yeah, this is a oil applicator. It's the highest quality kind of oil applicator you can get. You can only buy these in a small quantity of 5, and they cost about $65 for that 5. But they work really well, and there's 2 sides to each. They're the best. They're the best of the best. But it works, and it doesn't make a mess. That's why I use it. Also, that gun oil is expensive too, so I don't like wasting it. And remember, guys, these springs are made out of 1095 also, so don't be shy on them. And those boys' knives that are coming out, that's an all-steel knife. So don't forget to oil them bolsters, or they will rust as well. There you go. Check that out. Good, lubricated. I have no idea. I want to oil that just for the hell of it. So there it is. That's the Maher Grosh. It's a GEC number 35 pattern. Assembly lube. No, you don't, T-Man. Quit trolling me. So, you know what the best lube? Top secret. I didn't want to tell you all this because it's my secret, but check this out. You use this right here. Use that as a lube. Yep. Use that if you're dumb enough to do it. But yeah, actually, I got so many to choose from. You can use ballistol. This is a good lube right here for, if you're going to eat. Good stuff. If you're going to use this right here, that's really good for things that are black and go poo-poo at a rate of like 60 rounds a minute. This stuff is good for pistols. What else we got? This stuff is cheap stuff that you spray on everything that you don't want to rust. I just throw it away. And while we're at it, this stuff, okay, don't get confused. Super lube, and it's not a rainbow flag. No, it's not what you think. This is a synthetic grease that is really good for rails on guns, for example, or M1 Garands, M1As, M14s, M1 carbines even. It's like a lubriplate, but, synthetic and cheaper. So, pretty good stuff. But yeah, for knives, G96. Smells good. It smells like eggnog. It smells like Christmas. And it's not as expensive as these other ones made by Slip 2000. So G96 where it at. That can right there will last you 115 years. If you apply it the way I do, you don't need to hose it down. You do need to lube the joint though every now and then. This is overkill for a knife. Never buy that for a knife. Ballistol though, that's a good option for, lubricates, penetrates, protects, and preserves. All the P words. Eco-friendly, skin safe, no carcinogens. Let me tell you something. It says no carcinogens, right? It says harmful or fatal if swallowed. But skin safe, no carcinogens, eco-friendly. I think it tells you to use in breathing hazard. Use in well-ventilated areas. Do not breathe vapor or spray mist deliberately or direct inhalation of vapor. But no carcinogens. Anyway, I heard it's food grade. and that it's safe to use on knives. So now if all else fails and you're really paranoid, go grab yourself some of that mineral oil. You know, you go to like CVS, and it's like for the old people who can't poop. You get that mineral oil, and you can put that on your knife, and it works. It's just thick, and I never really cared for it, but it works. It's cheap too. It's like $3 for like a whole thing of it. So, but you know what? I'm just rambling on. It's time to end this video. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I don't think I'm going to put this up. I'm going to put this in my display case. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all this stuff back in here. Because I got a nice little display case. On my Instagram, you've probably seen it a couple times. Take a few pictures of it. But nice live video. No editing. No cuts. All just fun, rambling about knives, stuff that you guys love and watch. You know, I got a really cool knife also. I was going to add it with this video, but I figured I'll let you guys watch this and be like, what's the next knife he has? I'm going to find out. Because next knife video I'm going to make will be the next knife I'm talking about right now. And it's also uniquely very cool. But I will say this, it is extremely, extremely different. And I haven't seen much talk about it. I have, but not much. So I'm going to show it to you. And it's really cool. I'm kind of excited to show it to you. And I'll probably do it within a few days. But that's about it. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Buy yourself some good gun oil for your knives. It's made to keep things from rusting. And be safe and healthy out there. And I don't remember how I stop live videos. Is this how? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Anyway, fellas, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. 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 Holy crap. Bye-bye.